hey, so this isn't so much advice as it is a reflection of sorts. With these other like working for myself videos, as especially the last month, there's been a lot of movement and growth and new opportunities and things like that. And the last month was winter, and not everything goes super productively in the winter. A lot of marketing comes to slow with year end and stuff like that. People don't take on new projects necessarily, and so the winter can be somewhat of a slump a lot of the times for marketing and video. But in spite of that, it's been a really, really exciting month. And talking about the sales cycle, the last time I talked the other day, it's a slow sales cycle, and sometimes things come up, and what came up finally, I've been looking forward to it for so long, but Dane at Greens Productions hit me up on Saturday and asked if I would help out on a shoot today and tomorrow. And it was the first time I've ever done a true crew shoot. And it's sort of weird that I've done video for as long as I've done video professionally, starting even back when I was with CNN. We were charged with being one-man productions, and because of that, we didn't have crews. We did everything. We asked the questions, we set up the cameras, we did everything. And so I've never known what it's like to plug in with a crew. I've always done it where maybe I'll have somebody help with audio, but what I do is I set up the cameras, I work with the client ahead of time to come up with the questions and stuff like that. If we're doing an interview, I run the cameras, I ask the questions, I edit it, I do the sound, I light it, everything. And it's really cool to be a part of a project which is a bigger crew, because everyone has their individual roles, and it allows everyone to be very, very particular about what their specific role is. And that's the key to making really, really awesome, cool stuff. And my complaint, if it's a complaint, my complaint has been historically that the clients that I've worked with, it's not that they're not big enough. It's not that these projects aren't cool. It's a lot of times I'm on such a tight schedule where to film this whole video and to get all these interviews and all this B-roll, we've got 6 hours. And when you lock yourself into a timeline like that, you limit yourself with what you can do, and so you don't light everything as patiently as you should. You don't take the time to do things over and over to make sure you get a good take. And it was really cool being a part of this shoot with Prism 3 that was exactly that. It was thoughtful. It was like when I went to Florida, I went to take my time and to be thoughtful about my shots. And that's exactly what every part of today was. If we were shooting from one angle and then we wanted to shoot from the other angle, instead of just shooting from the other angle, we stopped, we moved everything, we relit, we shifted everything, and a whole crew of like 6, 7 people all made this shift, and everyone did it because what happens is the final product is so much better. Obviously, of course that's the case. And so it was really cool to be a part of it. And the reason that this video is called Level Up is because there are certain points in a company's life or a creator's life, a video producer such as myself, there are certain points where everything changes and you're not the same as you were before. And a tiny example is when I got my first stabilizer, when I got the Ronin M. I had a glide cam before that, but having a Ronin M, a digital, electronic stabilizer that will hold a 7-pound camera or up to a 12-pound camera steady while you do whatever else you want with it, makes me capable of things that I couldn't do without it. And so before that, I was doing a bunch of stuff with the traditional tripods and handhelds, and like I said, I had a glide cam and stuff. But as soon as you have the Ronin, you can start doing things that you weren't able to do before, and everything changes. And so we just shot at both Children's Hospital and Cardinal Glennon, and we were doing these like walk and talk through the hall, and we were able to do it because I had the Ronin, and we could walk down this hall, and regardless of what was happening to me, it was stable. So that's a situation where everything changed after that point. We leveled up to being capable of more. And with that Ronin, I was also able to do something with the Kemp Foundation where they were running this 4-wheeler through the woods, and I was lashed to the back of a pickup truck, flinging back and forth but the camera was really steady and everything got covered in dirt and mud, and it was awesome and dangerous, and I learned how tight you should be strapped into the back of a pickup truck. Turns out it's tighter than I originally thought. But that's another situation where it's something that I would not have been able to do without that Ronin. And so there's times like when I started getting better lights, everything changes, everything can be better. And today, working with a multi-person crew was another one of these moments where it was a level up. It was to something that I haven't done before, and having been there now, there's stuff that I've seen and that I've learned at a faster pace than I think I've ever learned anything with video. Today was awesome, and it was cool to be a part of it. And it brings me to something I've said before, and as I've pondered what next tattoos I should get and stuff, one that keeps coming back to me is celebrate everything. And it's kind of cliche and lame, but it's true, where a lot of times I feel like people, it's another way of saying like be grateful. Celebrate everything is a way of saying like there's a lot of things that happen every day. You should celebrate a bunch of them because a lot of them are really good, and if you just let these things slip by, what's the point in that? Enjoy the celebration, enjoy the fun of it. And so I like to celebrate every time I level up, and today was definitely a move into something I've wanted to do for a long time. And it's something where being a part of these like multi-person crew shoots, having never done it before, it's hard to do it for the first time. It's hard when someone says like, hey, can you come and, you know, play this role on our set? And it's like, well, I could, but I've never done it before. That's a tough sell. That's a real tough sell. And so having done it and having the patience of Dane and Brett and David and Keith and Dan today was awesome, and getting to work with Chelsea and Lisa. Today was just a really, really cool day, and I appreciate everyone's patience, and I'm looking forward to more of it tomorrow, and then whatever happens beyond that. But it was such a cool experience, and I'm really excited about it, and I was so stoked about it that I decided to come and make a video about it here on the channel, because why not, right? Tomorrow night is the Parched Awards, and I'm super excited about that because we've been making videos for no reason other than to make people laugh and putting way too much work into them. And not just Allison and I, but a whole bunch of people on the team have been putting in some time. And so I'm very excited for that. It's gonna be a really good week. And if you watch this, thanks. It's been cool today. Also, the last thing I'll say, really cool thing happened today. Somebody reached out to me in an Instagram message and said that they recognized me in the Greens Productions Instagram story. They recognized my hat and were like, whoa, is that Colonel Sean from YouTube? And while a part of me can't help but think this is somebody trolling me, somebody I know who like made some fake account, I wish I didn't go there. I wish I just trusted them. But I don't have that many YouTube subscribers, so it would be shocking to me to know that somebody like watches my videos that I don't know and would recognize me in another production company's video. But that appears to be what happened today, and I had a little back and forth with him who's starting his production company in Germany, and that was really cool. So dude, I don't know your name if you're watching, but Knights Productions, hey, thanks for reaching out. That was pretty cool today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, again, I've been doing these live just because it's faster, and then I don't spend time editing and rethinking everything that I said. So it's kind of fun, but if you're one of the tons of person watching this, feel free to comment next time, and I'll answer questions if that's something that appeals to anyone. But based on the no comments yet, it doesn't appeal. Thanks for watching. I'll let you know how tomorrow goes when it's all done. If you're new here, thanks for watching. Feel free to subscribe. Coming up on that 200 mark, and that's another milestone where I'm gonna say I level up, and I'm definitely gonna celebrate that too. See ya.